How you guys doing? Alright guys, so today I'm out here at my favorite, or one of my favorite little tracks here, this paved walking trail. Just kind of wanted to talk about the mods I added. I showed them off in the last video, just kind of going over everything that I've added to the bike. So if you guys watched that last video, you know I added some upgraded brake pads, rotors, and put on a new rear tire, and also added the 64T sprocket. So if you guys haven't seen that video, I encourage you to go back and watch my last video, and you can see all the mods that I'm going to be talking about a little bit today. So I guess I'll just kind of start with the brakes. So the rotors seem to be a big upgrade, especially with those Shimano Saint pads. I don't know, it's probably the combo of both. I never tested the new pads on the old rotors, so I don't know how much of an improvement that would be. I'm sure it would be a pretty big improvement if you were just going to go that route. But with the new rotors, I mean, it's a big noticeable improvement. I'm really happy with the brakes now. I did have to actually bleed my rear. I kind of went over some of the issues I had installing on the rear brake caliper. So I actually ended up having to bleed the rear brake for the first time, and without having any experience doing that, that was kind of a process. There's a bunch of videos you can watch on YouTube on how to do that, so I just taught myself by watching those videos, and it went all right. There was a little bit trial and error there that I had, and I ended up purging the old mineral oil and getting new mineral oil in there. So keep that in mind if you're going to go ahead and replace your brakes on the Sur Ron, or when you have to do that. There's going to be a big likelihood that you may have to do some bleeding of the brakes. It's a pretty simple process. You just have to have the right equipment to go ahead and do that, but it's nothing major. So but overall, really impressed with the new brakes on the bike. It stops really good now. As far as the sprocket's concerned, I'm really happy with that as well. I think I'll stick with the 64 tooth sprocket just because I really like the low end torque that it's given me. I can get to top end really quick compared to what I used to be able to get to. So that's been a big improvement for me. Some people will want the top end speed. You do lose some top end speed, so keep that in mind when you go to the 64T. It's supposed to increase my range. Yeah, but if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I know it may seem like a little thing if you're watching the videos and not a big deal, but it does make a difference in the algorithms, and it helps me out a lot, and it's free for you guys. So if you're enjoying my content and watching it, please consider subscribing, and we'll bring you another one tomorrow. I'm going to try my best to get these vlogs out every day, or at least every other day, and kind of go from there. But some of you guys may have figured out my channel was different content in the past, especially my new viewers. You may not know that, and you may have figured it out, but I used to be a off-grid homesteader up in North Idaho, and also do a lot of fishing. So a lot of my stuff was in that kind of genre, and now I'm moving off to the e-blogging or e-bike vlogging, and also the kind of just a hobby vlogging as well. We'll bring you some of that stuff in the future. But anyways guys, I really appreciate you. See you on the next one.